So I want to welcome everyone to the 2024 Letter of Intent ceremony. My name is Mark Kress. I'm the Director of Athletics, and it's a privilege to be here with all of you and our 14 extinguished athletes. I'd love to have them come up now and sit. You guys, all 14 can come on up. It's a real honor to play college athletics, and it's not an easy feat to get there. There's 8 million high school athletes, and 7% will make it to the next level. College coaches aren't just looking for a skilled player. They're looking for somebody that can manage the academics, somebody that's going to flow with the team and add to the team chemistry. They want somebody that's going to represent their school and their program with class and character. I think these 14 individuals will represent those college universities and the Brighton Bruins name as they move forward. We're going to start with our first signee, Charlotte Buck. Charlotte will be attending SUNY Geneseo, where she'll major in neuroscience, and she will play lacrosse for the Knights. Charlotte is very active in student council, Link Crew, the Bruins youth lacrosse program, and participates in the Relentless Hustle Club lacrosse team. Some of her achievements include she's a two-sport athlete in swimming and lacrosse. In swimming, she is a 3-year All-Monroe County player and a team captain. In lacrosse, she's a 4-year varsity player and a 2-year varsity starter. She's a 4-year scholar athlete. She's a 2020 Section 5 champion, and she's a 2-time All-State player. What she takes away from participating on the Brighton Athletics team is the value of hard work, leadership, and what it means to be part of a team. Say a few words about her is Coach Curtis.
Thanks, guys. Just the first thing, thanks for everyone for coming out. All these students, you do not have to come out, and you're coming out and supporting everyone. And I know these guys are very excited to have you here, and some parents that are even here that don't have children up here. So thank you all for coming. With Charlotte, she exemplifies Brighton. She has character, she has hard work, determination. She gives back to her community all the time, and I'm sure that's why Geneseo was very interested in her. She's dedicated to whatever she does. She's a good person. She does it the right way. And I know that her parents are definitely very proud of her. And I not only did I get to see her in lacrosse, which she's very good at, obviously, but her swimming, she's a very good swimmer also. So congratulations to Charlotte. They are very lucky, and they're getting one of Brighton's best.
Our next signee is Montero Amos. Montero will be attending Hilbert College as an undecided major, and he will play football. Some of Montero's successes include he's a 3-sport athlete participating in wrestling, outdoor track, and football. He's also a mentor for middle school athletes. A quote that influenced Montero, "Never give up. It always seems impossible until it's done," by Nelson Mandela. To say a few words is Coach Liam.
All right, I know we have a few football players that are going to be presented today, so you're kind of maybe hear some common themes. But one thing that Monty kind of exemplifies is, the college athletics process for football is a difficult one. It's something that a lot of people want to be a part of, but the way the transfer portal impacts that is there are less and less roster spots for high school players. So when there are people that are able to commit and go to college to play, it's a really special thing now more than ever. To do that, colleges, like have been mentioned, are looking for character as well as ability, and Monty's somebody that exemplifies that tremendously. What we've always told all our guys is because the stress of college, especially in the summer leading up to senior year, can be a lot, and it can overwhelm some of the kids, especially with all they hear from different people on social media. And what we've told all these guys was, hey, focus on the team first, and if you sacrifice and dedicate yourself to being the best teammate and then having us have the best success you can, everything else is going to work out, right? Monty was a guy that came in and he had to accept a role as a senior, right? not everybody gets to be the star, but everybody can find a way to impact the game and impact the team, and that was Monty. The times he was able to be in our defensive line rotation always was physical and relentless, and that's what Hilbert saw, right? There's an opportunity for him now, as it all went through the process, to be able to be on a Division III roster spot, especially in the Empire 8 Conference, which is one of the most competitive ones in the country, is an outstanding accomplishment for a kid who moved to us late in middle of high school from Texas, didn't know anybody, and came and just decided, I want to be a part of this program, be a part of the team. I'm going to sacrifice my own personal gain to do whatever I can to help this team succeed. And in the end, it allowed him to accomplish his dreams of playing college football. So proud of Monty and everything he's given to this program, to this school, and nothing but the best for him in the future.
Our next signee is Nazir Smith. Nazir will be attending Buff State, and he will be an electric engineer major and continue to play football. Nazir is active in many clubs, including the Black Student Union, Photo Club, and Best Buddies Club. Some of his athletic accomplishments as a Bruin include he's done 4 different sports as a high school athlete: wrestling, outdoor track, lacrosse, and football. And he's a 2-time football sectional finalist. Something he appreciates as a Bruin team the most is he's learned he has had to put in hard work in order to see the change. He also appreciates how the team didn't feel like a team. It felt like a family. Coach Liam.
Again, I think, Nasir summed himself up perfectly. It's about putting in the work and putting in the time, and I think that's something that as a young athlete that comes in, you come in and have all these expectations. You were successful when you were younger, and you think, oh, that's just going to translate year after year. And as you go up and play in this highly competitive situation, you realize, wow, everybody's working hard. Everybody's talented. Everybody's athletic. What can I do to stand out? And what he did was he just worked at it and worked at it and worked at it. As you can see, right, he's not the 6'5" guy that Val is, but had to compete against guys like that, right? And compete against the best in Section 5. Some offensive linemen that he had to go against are going off to high-level places. But you always saw that he was that guy that was pushing them back, that was in the backfield making plays. And he did that because of how much he loved, like he said, the family, right? It's easy to just have a couple plays here and there that are pretty good and can stand on a highlight film. But to be undersized and have to do that play after play after play, you're only going to do that because you love the guys around you. And to me, that's really what exemplifies this year, how much he loved and cared about everyone around him. And so his own personal stuff was to the side, and he just gave everything he had every play, and now he gets to go play at Buff State. So we're just so happy for Nasir, and I can't wait to watch you and your journeys ahead.
Our next signee is Thomas Welker. Thomas will be attending Middlebury College, where he will major in economics and he will play football. Some of his achievements as a Bruin: he's a 2-sport athlete playing basketball and football. During basketball, he was a team captain. In football, he was a 2-year captain, a 3-time All-Monroe County player. He is a 2-time All-Greater Rochester player. A quote that influenced Thomas: hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Coach Liam.
The last time I had to coach a season without Tom Welker on the varsity was before COVID-19 was a thing. He's been a 4-year guy and just unbelievable. One of the probably most successful, if you look at a 4-year career, that has ever come through this school. And forget about the player because he's awesome. Unbelievable human being, unbelievable leader. And what I love the most is Tom had the opportunity of choosing a lot of places to go to college. But the type of person that he is, he's getting to go to the NESCAC defending champions, but also a high academic school. And when we were looking at the process and going through, there's a lot of people nowadays that, especially guys that are as decorated and well-known in Section 5 as Tom, that could just chase like, oh, I got this D1 FCS or this D2 that's giving me a partial or giving me this, and I just want to post on social media that I'm getting this scholarship here or going to this place. But that's not what he's about. He's about what's going to be the best environment for me, what's going to be a team, a program that's going to best exemplify the family football that I got to experience for 4 years, and then what's going to set me up instead of the next 4 years for the next 40. And that's what Middlebury is going to do for Tom. This kid, I don't know what it's going to be like for, it's just going to be wildly successful. And just, I hope he remembers the program, and when he's raking in the millions, throws us back a little bit, maybe for some new homecoming jerseys. Man, and I don't know what it's going to be like to coach without him. It's been a long time, but can't wait to watch you at Middlebury, man.
Our next signee is Tyler Martinovich. Tyler will be attending Merrimack College, where he majors in psychology and plays football. Some of Tyler's achievements include a 3-year varsity football starter, a 2-year captain, a 2-time All-County player, a 2-time All-Greater Rochester player. He's also an All-State player, and he holds a record at Brighton for a record in the most passing TDs and yards in a season. A quote that influences Tyler: "Not always right in the eyes, but faithful to the light within." Coach Lamb.
Again, if you listen to his accomplishments, Tyler is one of the most decorated quarterbacks in the history of this school. You won't, if you say Tyler Martinovich and you say it to anybody in Section 5 football, they all know who he is. Just a tremendous, and it's easy to turn on the highlight film, all that stuff. But, I will say when we got him, when he moved here, you just never know, right? Your dad's the head coach over at U of R. You're this quarterback, this is going to be the quarterback someday. And that comes with burdens and expectations. The most humble, team first, selfless guy you can imagine. In this day and age where quarterbacks want to put up massive stats, which he did, it was never about that. Got a game plan where you're going to maybe throw the ball 5 times. I need you to run 20 times. No problem, coach, whatever you need me to do. Whatever's best for the team. It was always whatever's best for the team, whatever's best for the team. And in doing that, maybe the others, 3 others at this table, some of the only people in the history of the school to play 2 Section 5 finals. It's never happened. I think there's him, Kieran, and Welk are the only ones. So that's a big deal. It's a real big deal, and Merrimack is getting a big-time player, but even a bigger-time person. So congratulations to Tyler.
Our next signee is Val Kondratenko. Val will be attending the University of Buffalo, where he will major in management, and he will continue to play football for the Bulls. Some of Val's achievements include: he's an All-Monroe County player. He's an All-Greater Rochester first team player. He's an All-State player. He's received the Section 5 Champion Lineman of the Game Award. He's the Team Lineman of the Year Award. He has given up no sacks his entire high school career. A quote that inspired him: "The days that break you are the days that make you." Coach Lamb.
The last 4 years for me today. Val's an outstanding story. If you don't know, right, he's only played football since his sophomore year. Was new to the game, didn't know anything about it. We saw this really big kid walking across the lawn one day, and Coach Weimer tracked him down, and we got him to play. He had no idea what he was doing. Going into his junior year, he had all the physical tools, but still didn't know what he was doing. He would scream before the snap, run right, run right, run right. He'd go left, so we couldn't play him. And then the light bulb went off halfway through his junior year, and he became the most dominant lineman in Section 5. If you look at the landscape of everything, he's the only lineman in Section 5 that has an FBS full ride scholarship. That doesn't come easy. It was a long process. I told him, again, like you heard me say at the beginning, trust the process during the summer. Don't worry about it. He's like, "Oh, coach, this one school said they might offer me. They have to go to that." I said, "Don't worry about it. Worry about the team. Worry about yourself. Worry about your family, and everything's going to work out." Late offers come because coaches are coming through to visit the next crop. See Val, how can you miss out on him? Multiple scholarship offers come, and now he's going to get to be, I don't know if there's another Division I FBS program in the country that's going to have 2 offensive linemen from the same school, but he gets to join Alex Heininger over there in the same offensive lineman room, which is a really special thing. Val's done it all by himself, right? as a fellow, I was a child of immigrants as well, and parents don't understand the game, especially football. It's so different if you don't come from this country. Really, everything that he's accomplished, he's had to do on his own. And it's just a tremendous testament to the kid that he is. For those of you that don't know, I get emotional with our guys all the time. Loved all 5 of these guys, like what they're going to do in the future for their programs, what they've left their mark on for our program is just unbelievable. And I love them to death. All 5 of them, so happy for me. Kieran, you two down there.
Our next signee is CJ Lopez. CJ will be attending St. John Fisher University, where he'll major in early childhood education, and he will participate on the track and field team. CJ participates in the first generational scholarship program here at Brighton Bruin. Some of his accomplishments include a 3-year varsity track and field athlete. He's been on 2 relay teams that have broken Brighton's school records. A quote that inspires him, "Ka-chow," from Lightning. Say a few words, it's coach time.
The first time I met CJ, I just called him a jolly giant, and this was in 8th grade, so he was already taller than me way before. But I don't know how to sum it up because I'm probably gonna cry every time I talk about one of you. CJ has a heart of gold. He is not only one of the most competitive people I've ever met, but he's there for himself, but also for every teammate he's with. He stands in the gap when somebody's feeling down. He is the first one to do something to make somebody laugh or to congratulate somebody. He's the first person to go make friends with everybody at a meet. If you don't know his tradition, he has taken pictures with almost every team's jersey in Section 5.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. But we still have another meet, state qualifiers this weekend, so maybe he'll get some more. He doesn't keep them, I promise. But CJ's going to do outstanding things at St. John Fisher, and not only in his sports aspirations, but he's going to make an amazing elementary school teacher. Like, I don't know if you know, but CJ has a way with kids that they just love him. And it really speaks volumes to how that translates to his team and his coaches. And we are also honored to have gotten a chance to work with you, and we're really excited that you're close so that we can come see you at St. John Fisher.
Our next signee is Allison Ban. Allison will be attending Carnegie Mellon University and major in chemistry, where she will compete as a member of the cross-country team and the track and field team. Allison is very active participating around the Brighton Bruins campus. She is in Harmonies for Healing Club, the orchestra. She also plays the violin and the piano. Some of her athletic accomplishments as a Bruin include she's a scholar athlete. As a cross-country runner, she was a captain and a second-team all-county runner. For track, she's qualified for the state qualifiers 2 times. A quote that she connected to, "There's no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs." Coach Matthews.
All right. I think that quote kind of sums up a bit of what I want to say about you, because last week we had practice. It was horrifically hot, and we had to get in our workout. And they came up with the idea that they were going to start getting up at about 5:30 in the morning, and they were going to get to the track, and they were going to get their workout done before the heat of the day, before most of the rest of the world is even awake. Allison was up on that track. She didn't take, and she hasn't taken over the years. She hasn't taken any excuses. She hasn't succumbed to injury. She's persevered in every moment that she's had, any obstacle that's been in front of her. She is a brilliant person, and we know that by all the accolades and all the things that she does around campus. She is a wonderful athlete who has taken every step as it came and really fought and persevered for everything she has. But she's also an incredible human being. She is the heart of this team. And when she came here sophomore year, she came into track as a freshman, and then we got really lucky that she decided that she was in love with the sport of cross country and in running, and came out with her team to join the cross country team that year. It has been a wild success for us, for the program, and we've got to see you grow as a person. And man, Arnie is getting just a fantastic person and a fantastic runner. Really going to miss you, and you have made an incredible impact on this program. Thank you, Allison.
Our next signee is Emma Turowski. Emma will be attending St. John Fisher University, where she will take on nursing, and she will compete in cross country, indoor track, and outdoor track and field. Emma is involved in Student Council, Key Club, and Health Occupational Students of America. Some of her athletic accomplishments as a Bruin include 4 years on the varsity cross country team, where she was named captain, a Freshman Achievement Award, and an All Greater Rochester member for indoor track. A quote that influences Emma: "Success isn't how far you got, but the distance you traveled from where you started." To say a few words is Coach Matthews again.
Emma, that work's paid off. You have had your challenges over the last few years. I still remember the moment that you came down, or we were at the park in Penfield, and you found out that you wouldn't be able to compete for the rest of that season due to injury. And I remember that it broke you in that moment. And to see where you are now, after going through the recovery process and the emotional recovery that you had to go through to make it back to where you are now, the fact that you were going off to school to run, to compete at a high level, it's really a testament to your bravery and your ability to work and to not settle and to fight. The last race of the year, so she's had a goal. She had a goal to run mid 230s in the 800 to compete at that level, and she's been working at it. And there's been bumps, there's been frustrations. But I think the coolest thing is that when it mattered most in the last race of your high school career, you came out where you wanted to be. You won that county race, and you hit the standard, the goal that you wanted. You don't give up. You are fiery. You are dedicated. And your teammates love you for the person that you are, and your coaches miss you. But man, we always knew it was going to be Fisher. We saw it coming. Every time another school, you talked about a few of them, we knew where you were going. And I think it's going to be a great decision for you. And we're going to miss having you around, but congratulations. You're going to be incredible over there.
Our next signee is Ella Manilis, who will be attending SUNY Geneseo. She'll be majoring in bio. She'll be a bio major in the pre-med track, and she will continue her athletic career on the track and field team. Some of Ella's achievements as a Bruin: she's a 3-sport athlete in volleyball, indoor track, and outdoor track. She's a 4-year varsity starter. She's a Section 5 champion in discus, a 2-time Section 5 champion in shot put. She's a 2-time All-Greater Rochester athlete. She's a 2-time state competitor for indoor track. She was also invited to attend the Nike Indoor Nationals in New York City. She holds a school record for weight throw. Something she learned from participating in Brighton athletics: get out of your own head. The only person who stops you from doing great things or from reaching your full potential is yourself. To say a few words is Coach Times.
Your quote that was perfect. That is exactly, I think, what we've not only athletically worked on for the last 3 years, but you have mentally embodied that. And I think that's the perfect way to describe your journey. So Ella, those accolades do so much to tell the story of how strong you are. Literally, she is one of the strongest physically and mentally people I know. The girl can throw 8-pound shot put really far. Over 35 feet, which is, and she's still gonna, I think, for the school record, if she's headed to nationals, maybe. But we're just gonna miss you so much. Not only the perseverance you've shown, the dedication and what's the word I'm looking for? The insistence to perfect the tools and the gifts that you have. She's learned to throw 3 implements. weight throw, shot put, and discus. And all of them require some different amount of force, whether that be force of the body, force of the mind, force of the heart. And Ella, we're just so proud of you. And we know that the Jennies are getting you in a great program. We can't wait to come hopefully travel to see you or see you when you're in town. And, just to all of you, and Ella, and I know Nora will be next, but I'm going to miss all of you. And it's going to be a big hole in our program, but we know that you'll come back and help show the way on how to fill it for the future to come.
Our next signee is Nora Babbitt, Nora will be attending Rochester Institute of Technology, where she'll major in photojournalism, and she will participate on the cross-country team, the indoor track team, and the outdoor track team. Nora is very involved in many of the art and music-related projects around the Brighton Bruins campus. Some of her achievements include she's been running for 3 years and 2 years on the varsity team. She's been a cross-country team captain and many Monroe County and Section 5 honors. An influential quote for her: "There's no perfect time. There's no perfect opportunity. No perfect situation. No perfect moment. You either make it happen or you don't." To say a few words is Coach Matthews.
Really like these quotes. They're definitely, they represent who you are. And I think we've had a lot of races where you get to the line and you don't know how you feel that day, or it doesn't feel perfect, right? And it's almost never perfect. And learning to perform your best when you are unsure of how your body's feeling that day, you're unsure of, the various things that might impact you. And still go out there and perform at your best is something that you've done over and over again in your career at Brighton. I still remember the first day when you were doing hurdle work out in the field, and Nora came to the team a little bit later on, and we were talking about her potential in the sport, maybe in hurdles. I didn't know it was going to be in running. I didn't know it was going to be as a distance athlete. And then she came out the next year, and by will and by dedication made herself one of the most important cogs in our team. She has been a part of teams that have competed at the highest level around here. She's been parts of sectional and state 4x8s, 4x4s, whatever we've needed Nora to do, she's jumped in and really made those relays go and those teams go. You were also a huge goofball, which I love your personality. And she's one of the social leaders of the team as well. The things that they come up with to get the younger runners inspired to run in a sport that is really difficult, the things that they do to inspire others to have fun in a sport that can sometimes be grueling is really impressive. I think that you will inspire the next generation of people to make this team fun and to pass down our traditions. So really look forward to seeing what you'll do. Coach Worth is a character over there. I think you guys will have some fun. So congratulations and good luck in the future.
Our next signee is Karen Hughes. Karen will be attending Hamilton College and will be majoring in physics and play lacrosse. Some of Kieran's accomplishments include he's a two-sport athlete in football and lacrosse. He's a three-year varsity football player. He's been a captain. He's an all-league and all-Greater Rochester football player. He's a 4-year varsity lacrosse player. He's a 2-year captain, and he's an all-league and an all-Greater Rochester player. An inspirational quote: "You are what you think." To say a few words is Coach Leskowski.
For you lacrosse guys, you guys saw me get emotional last Tuesday, so I'm going to hold it together here. Kieran brings a ton of energy to our team. His effort and enthusiasm is incredibly contagious and lifts up all of his teammates. He's the true definition of a gamer. He transforms on game day into an absolute madman. His natural ability stuck out all season long, and he'll truly be missed next season. Hamilton's getting a good one. And along with being the head coach, I coached the defense this season, and just our daily practices and talks that Kieran and I had about game planning and strategy, it's something I'm definitely going to miss. So thanks, man.
Our next signee is Axel Stanet. Axel will be attending SUNY Geneseo, and he will go as an undecided major and play lacrosse for the Knights. Some of Axel's achievements as a Bruin. He is a two-sport athlete participating in basketball and lacrosse. He's a 2-year varsity basketball player where he was all-county both years. In lacrosse, he's a 4-year varsity lacrosse player and a 2-year captain. He's a first-team All-Monroe County player and an All-Greater Rochester honorable mention. A quote that influenced Axel: "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." Coach Kowski.
Axel, to me, is Mr. Consistency. He always brings his best effort to practice and games, and he's a true example of leading through his actions. Us coaches often referred to him as the silent assassin because, he quietly scored 43 goals this season. His presence on our offense will definitely be missed next season. He's just a great kid. Does everything the right way. Always tries his best. And Geneseo is truly lucky to be getting a player, and more importantly, a person as exceptional as he is. So thank you, Axel.
Our final signee is Thomas D'Angelo. Thomas will be attending Union College and major in economics, where he will play lacrosse. Thomas has been active in a variety of clubs, DECA, Future Business Leaders of America, while also participating in 3D Upstate lacrosse program. Some of Thomas's achievements as a Bruin include a 4-year varsity starter and a 2-year captain. He set a school record with over 500 career saves, and he's a 2-time All-County honorable mention and a 2023 All-County player. Something Thomas looks forward to next year. I look forward to playing for a team that is ranked in the top 10. I also look forward to living in a new place and meeting new people. Coach Wiskowski.
As Mark just said, Thomas has been a staple in goal the past 4 seasons. His work ethic and leadership have been instrumental in our team's success this season. His passion for the game is obvious, and it's clear how important our team's success is to him. He had a tough injury early in the season, and he came back and played through it. And he's a tough kid. I could never have done that. Just really gritty kid. We're gonna miss the heck out of you, buddy. It's just so clear how much everything means to you, lacrosse wise, and following last Tuesday's loss in sectionals, it really got to me to see. I know everyone got emotional, but to see you get emotional, that really got to me, and it just showed how much you care. So, Union is getting a great player and a great kid. So, thank you, Thomas. And I just want to say, you three and the other seniors, you guys really made my first season here a really special one. So, I want to thank you guys.
What's been impressive for me today is, we know the positive impact a quality coach can have on the kids. But we can see from their emotions and their comments how the character and the type of child we have up here has impacted them. So there's no question you guys are going to go do great things and represent Brighton with class and the college that you're going to. At this time, we can all lift our pen. And on the count of three, we'll all do an official signing. We ready? 1, 2, 3.